Hey, Yellow, I'm sorry. Did I say KH today? I don't even remember what game I said today. Well, I might be playing Kingdom Hearts immediately after anyway, Yellow. Because this game is almost done anyway. Hey, Fried, how you doing? XNC Faded, it sounds like someone's outside your house on your trampoline. On your trampoline? Just some random person just bouncing on your trampoline? I mean... Sorry, that's just the most random thing. Like, do you have a window you could just sort of, like, peek out of it? Just, like, look in the corner and just peek out of it? They'll never know. They're too busy jumping on the trampoline. It'll be fine. They won't know. They won't see you. But hello, everyone. Welcome today. I don't remember saying I was going to play Kingdom Hearts, but apparently I said I was going to play Kingdom Hearts. So I guess after I finish this game, we'll be playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Hope everyone's doing well today. Let's get this stream started, and let's get this man off this poor soul's trampoline. Because what is that nonsense? It's 3:45 AM. What? So someone... Okay, I'm gonna take a guess and say that no one's bouncing on your trampoline at 3:45 AM. If I'm wrong, I will give you 500 fudge points. Not that that means anything, because fudge points are pointless, but I'll give them to you, because I said I would. And now I've dug myself into this hole I can't get out of. So anyway, hopefully this ending isn't, like, incredibly short. Maybe you're just hearing things. You very well might be. You very well might be. Yes, Yellow, 500. That's how confident I am that no one is jumping on the trampoline. That's how confident I am. Can we bet too? I mean... I don't know. This seems like a strictly XNC Faded situation. Not gonna lie. Anyway, let's continue off from this point. This should be the last pathway. Hopefully it won't take long at all. Because if it does, then that's problematic. Like, I'm expecting this to take less than an hour. Though it very well could also take like 2 hours. In which case, oops, I'm sorry.
God. June.
Oh, so as a reminder of what's happened in this route, Santa pulled a gun on June to June's head and said, everyone get through the 9 door, the rest of you are staying behind. So yeah, June's been captured and / kidnapped and threatened with a gun.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
If the sound is still happening within an hour at 13 minutes. Yeah, I mean, if it's... I mean... If you can still hear it, if you can still hear the sound, you might want to check. Oh, your mum wakes up at 4 AM?
What the hell is that?
Yes, I need to save June. We need to save June. Also, we know who's in the coffin now. And I'm not going to spoil it in case you missed out on the last bit of the last stream, but we know who's in the coffin. Or what, rather. Fudge, that's a giveaway. Now I've told you it's going to be someone in the coffin.
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try!
Oh, you'll just wait until your mum... Yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. That way you and your mum can both check out on the stranger jumping on the trampoline. I can just imagine, like, you open the window and you just see some dude jumping and he looks at you, and then you look at him, and then he looks at you, and the jumping just gradually stops. And then he just sort of climbs out of the trampoline and just walks away. That'd be the funniest thing.
Won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out, and now.
Now, also note in this pathway of the story, we don't know the combination, because the combination from this safe thing, that happened in this pathway. We don't know it in this pathway, so we don't know the combination to open this safe. We don't know how to open it to unlock the coffin. So we're stuck here without the password. Yeah, I hope that's how it goes as well. It'd be
I
hilarious.
know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Ugh, there's nothing here.
So we need to try some numbers. You'll see, Yellow, you'll see.
Not making this easy, are they?
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
And this is where we got the end screen to be continued. But now we get this. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. This is from the other path. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Oh, wakes up at 5, that's another hour away.
Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
So Junpei heard a voice that no one else heard. He pressed the buttons. Right, left, right, left, right, left. One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. The passwords come back.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
Huh?
But how? But how did he find this password? How did he know to do this? How did he hear that voice?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those...
1 4 3 8
Magic.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
Remember the latest quote, guys. It's 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Actually, which quote is that again? That's quote 209. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
No way.
What?
Why are you?
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
Just, this guy literally raises from the dead and just, oh, Clover, hi, sorry I worried you.
Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well?
Oh. Jeez.
You're back!
Gently now.
Now remember, Clover thought he was dead when he blew up, and then she found out that he wasn't dead when we told her about the arm being fake or whatever.
My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're really here! You're back!
But remember, Ace is still a killer. He just hasn't successfully killed the people he's wanted to yet.
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
I see. I believe I
stopped?
understand things rather
Nice.
well now. Thank you.
Congratulations, you did it, Faded. You managed to ignore the sound. I'm guessing that means it's returned. I'm guessing those dots mean it.
In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes.
Yes, that is correct, Snake.
Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room.
Yes.
Do I have it straight?
Yes.
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but
Oh. Could it not be like the wind or something, maybe? Maybe it's just really windy. Or maybe something else fell on the trampoline and started bouncing for 3 years, somehow.
it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters.
Maybe your dog is just having a grand old time just bouncing on the trampoline. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes.
How is Mr. Pitt rank 7? I'm going to assume that all the gift subs he gave people brought him a ton of fudge points. Because I have it set so that every time you sub, you get 50 fudge points. He's gifted like 25 subs. I think you can work out that's a lot of freaking fudge points. So, that's just sort of happened.
That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X.
Yeah, unforeseen side effect of the point system I use.
We need to figure out who that was.
Rip.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up.
That's pay to win. Okay, so look, here's the thing, right? The idea was, if you, because like the way I've got it set up is that for every $1 donation, it's 10 fudge points, which doesn't seem like a lot, right? For every 100 bits, that's also 10 fudge points. Again, doesn't seem like a lot. For every $5 sub, well, obviously 5 times 1, so you're paying 5 times as much for a sub. Therefore, your 10 fudge points, well, it's 5 times more, so you get 50 fudge points for every sub, right? If he's gifted 25 sub points, he's just gonna get a ton of freaking fudge points. Like, that's not intended. That wasn't intended, Yellow. It just sort of happened. You think you're safe? Nice, Faded.
I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
And that right there is creepy. Someone had to undress Snake and dress him up again.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
You didn't hear any human noises, and it probably wasn't a real person. Yeah, I didn't expect that either, Yellow. I don't know how that happened. I had no idea how it happened, Yellow. It just sort of did. Which is really, really unfortunate. I want you to keep rank 6, Yellow. I want you to keep rank 6. Maybe you are half asleep, Faded. Or maybe you're just hearing sounds in the night because it's dark and that's what happens, I guess.
Then that means it was...
0.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why?
Huh.
Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them?
All these questions.
My fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously.
Junpei just somehow heard those words and felt like he had to press the buttons on his watch. Somehow. Out of nowhere.
I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean?
Your stuffed toys are taking over? Yeah, that's exactly what the middle of the night does. Your friendly stuffed animals turn into demons who want to take over the universe. Like it just happens.
Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
It's almost 4.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things.
1 more minute. Well, I mean, it ticked over for me. So, congratulations, it's 4 a.m. There it is, yep.
The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
But this is important here. Clover just said being able to access a morphogenetic field is subject to epiphany and danger.
And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game.
Junpei's putting things together.
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
And Junpei just stopped figuring things out. He was so close.
At any rate, we'll have plenty
God
of time to
dang it,
decipher
Junpei, you were
the
so
details
close.
later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock.
Deep breaths.
Yes?
Exactly. Deep breaths, Faded. You got this.
That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait. 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 is their numbers. You're good. Nice, Faded. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 7 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. They have the combination to get through a 9 door. All of them.
With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
I did it just then, Clover. Does that give me any recognition?
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Also, these are nice bear emotes. I do want to say that. They look freaking cool.
Not yet.
Not yet? What do you mean, not yet?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
What?
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever?
Maybe you can turn towards your window in bed now without seeing a man looking into your window. Maybe, just maybe. You can hope. You can hope.
I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright?
Wait, what do you mean verify with just the 4
But
of
if
us?
the door opens, don't go in yet, okay?
What are you talking about, Junpei?
Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
I don't understand what you're trying to do, Junpei.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
We already worked this out.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it.
Gotcha, that's right.
I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
And of
This
course,
was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters.
we already know from the other pathway that the 0 bracelet does not in fact contain the number 0. It contains a 6, so it won't be able to open the door. It's still fairly dark, but who knows what's out there? Oh no. Oh no, you turned? What did you say? What do you mean you turned into a zombie? Because that's also turning. Ha ha ha, I'm not
If
funny.
you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Oh my god, I just saw a connection that I didn't realize until just now in this game. I'm not going to explain it because of big spoilers, but I just saw another freaking connection, and I'd never realized this until now. I'll explain it later if I remember, I promise. Holy shoot, that's smart. Your window is kind of open for some air and you hear no breath, so we're good. Awesome. You did it, Faded.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it.
You won, you won, you won!
Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0.
Dun dun dun!
Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Gain the bracelets with this combination. Okay. Now we know it's a 6, so which of these will get us to 9? 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 6 won't get us there. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18. Okay, we gotta go with 7 Junpei and Cap. Am I the real Ajani 97? Yes. Well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that question? Yes, that is
Try
me.
7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Oh, you found a Twitter. Yep, that would be me then. If it has the Fudge
Isn't it
logo,
obvious?
that's me. Unless I forgot it's not the Fudge logo, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
Yeah, but it's not a 0.
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh my god. It's not a number 0, it's the letter O, which in hexadecimal.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
But O in hexadecimals... No, not even in hexadecimal, just O is straight up the 15th letter of the alphabet. Which means that O is the number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, so that has the same effect regardless. Wait, okay. Faded, what do you mean by a darker dark mode?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
Wait, hold on, what? Wait, what?
Her bracelet was flipped.
It was a 9?
In other words, June's real number is...
9.
June was a 9 to begin with? That's what it said when you opened Twitter? Dang, that's weird.
That seems the most likely.
So June is a 9? Hello?
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything.
So we have the 4, which June, Snake, Junpei, and Lotus went through. Then you have the 8th door, which June, Snake, and Lotus went through. Then you have the 6th door, which June, Snake, 7, and Lotus went through. Then you have the 4th door, which June, Snake, Ace, and Lotus went through. There's a little pattern going on here. June, Snake, and Lotus have gone through every single freaking door. They've gone through all of their doors together. June, Snake, and Lotus.
I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work.
They don't work unless one of the other people has a fake number as well, and then it correlates with it. So if you add 3 onto June's to make it a 9, then you have to take 3 away from someone else's, right? So you either have to take 3 away from Santa's, and Santa's would be a 0, or you take 3 away from Lotus's, and Lotus's would become a 5. The question of, and obviously this middle number here, that keeps changing. So we don't know, so we wouldn't say Ace had 3 less, or that Santa had 3 less, or that I had 3 less, because that's just too many variables. Either Santa or Lotus's real number is 3 less than it suggests. Or it's 6 more, but I'm just going to say 3 less for simplicity.
If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4.
See? Door 4, you can't open 7 if you add that in, so you have to take 3 away from somewhere else.
If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
Yes, Santa and Lotus in the same freaking...
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
But what about Lotus? Lotus has always gone in the room with her too. Are you all just going to ignore Lotus? Is this a major oversight of the game? Lotus has also gone in every door.
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind.
Oh. But Lotus has also gone through it as well. You had to relog into your account before. Nice, thank you, Faded. I don't post on Twitter often, but I've been trying to do it more. But if I don't tweet things, that's why, because I forget I use it. Or I forget to use it, rather. But they're forgetting about Lotus!
Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus.
Yeah, I killed the dragon, Faded. I'm sorry, you missed it. A lot of people missed it, actually. But we killed the dragon! And freaking Tropol's got all the experience. There was one experience orb that dropped from that dragon. One orb, and it went straight to Tropol's, who leveled up to level 60 freaking 8. Yeah! So that's cool, we're out here just like... I'm fine.
Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify
Just
my
kill a lot of
sister's
mobs.
equations?
I know, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Santa's real number
Thank you.
is 0.
That is exactly right, 7.
I guess they're just gonna gloss over Lotus, and they're just gonna assume it was Santa because Santa held the gun at June's head and said, "Oi, June's coming with me no matter what." But I don't know.
Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
Santa is 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Santa is 0.
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not.
Santa lost £0 because he ate all those cookies last year. Actually, correction, Faded. Santa lost £3 because he didn't eat the cookies this year because I don't know.
But I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0.
No, Santa lost £3 because he couldn't eat all the cookies because June ate the cookies and gained £3. That's why June is a 9, not a 6, and Santa is a 0, not a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I solved the puzzle.
If my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis.
Exactly, solved.
Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case,
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
It's right there. Oh,
Okay.
all right. Let's keep going.
I thought something else would happen, but apparently I've misunderstood something, so never mind, we're just not going to mention it, and we're going to move on, because otherwise I'll just confuse everyone.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
If there was a guy on the trampoline, maybe he saw you talking about and left. Riddle me this, Faded. How could he have seen you talking about it? Riddle me this. How can the man on the trampoline see you talk about it? He wouldn't know. Or she. They wouldn't know.
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been able to see what you were saying. Question mark.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
Who says Uranus? It's Uranus.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah.
Maybe they walked up
Hey,
close and
another door.
bolted. They would have to have amazing eyesight, though, to see that through the window and on the screen.
And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
Why do they say Uranus?
This is the place.
That bugs me. Yeah, but it's not Uranus.
Wow!
I forgot this entire room existed. This game is going to take me longer to complete than I thought. I'm over here thinking it's only going to take an hour, maybe an hour and a half max. No, this is going to take me a whole stream. There's another freaking room.
It's totally full of books.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Big oofing dude. I'll have to make up for it by streaming Kingdom Hearts tomorrow during Viewer Tuesday. The reason I say this is because Viewer Tuesday has currently only got one person voted for it, and everything is tied. And I know other people really want to see Kingdom Hearts, so I'll just say we'll do Kingdom Hearts because it's gonna win anyway. Would win if other people voted. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began his search for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Alice sleeps in a something past the Forest of Knowledge. The library is a Forest of Knowledge. Just saying. I'm just saying. So Alice may be close. Oh my god, there's so many freaking... They all look the same! Okay, we have... What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we, like, switch them around? Switch them around? Yes. If we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Okay, we have... O, P-E-N. Open here, find bulb. Hey, look! I opened it here, and I found the bulb! Guess that turned out well enough, so let us know the time to fill out. Open here, find bulb. Look at that! The light bulb looks like it's brand new, and it's really big, so it'll make a lot of light. Property values going up in space too these days. Man, guess times are tough for aliens too. This one says cosmic inflation. Nice. Paleontology, this one's about fossils. Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. But what about that big book? I guess it doesn't matter. This one says transition of extinct species. We need to hurry up or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. I get it. There's a note on the table. Lights to the books. What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next. They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. God dang, relatable mood. Why is my phone going off? It's nothing important. Oh my god, phone. Shut up. I'm streaming. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all. Hey, Curtin, how you doing? I didn't even register what you said until after I finished my sentence, and... you know, that's fair enough, Curtin. You do you. I live in the darkness, yes, but it has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Great, I'm glad that's sorted. It's a coat rack, like a place where you hang coats and hats and stuff. Well, this one's not too big, so maybe just hats. I've already done that. Playing Minecraft? Nice. I spent like all day, almost all day, maybe half the day playing Minecraft today. And I did so much work. I bred a few villagers for our trading building. I made a freaking ice farm, and I made an automatic sorting system. Technically, I made like half a sorting system. It doesn't sort every block I have, but it sorts things. Yes, that is the name of the stream, Faded. I'm confused. A kid's book here. Looks like it's a children's story about Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like that is kind of suspicious? Maybe you ought to hold on to it. Cowboys and Indians. Yeah, I am working on the sorting system. Unless you meant to say you need a sorting system instead of why need a sorting system. Oh, why have a sorting system when you can have mods that help you sort yourself? Okay, number 1, not a big fan of mods. Number 2, multiplayer server. Number 3, because I've never made a sorting system before, and I thought it might be fun to make one for the first time. Also, it was very confusing and I struggled. This one has some Native Americans on the cover. No. Shut up, Curtin. Hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans. Maybe it's got some... Whoa. Whoa, it's a pop-up book. Hey, guys, if you rearrange the letters, you get an I, an L, a K, and a... Just pretend that's an E. Remember to like and subscribe. Rip Faded. What's that? This one of them pop-up books. LRK. That doesn't mean anything, does it? Well, you could make them KRL. Ben for promoting! I can promote my own stuff, and no one can stop me. Like Curl or Carl. Carl, that kills people! Oh wait, what if we combine it with a... Dang it. I'm thinking if we like turn the light on, if we power the light somehow and then shine it in a certain way, this is gonna like spell out something. I don't know. That is unfair. You want to promote too? Sorry, Curtin. Not today. Maybe another time. Okay, hold on. The black hole hypothesis, gamma ray astrophysics. I guess this bookshop has an astronomy theme. Actually, wait, do you stream, Curtin? I don't remember. I think you do, right? Fudge, it's so hard to keep track of the people who stream. You don't. Okay, well, in that case, no, you can't promote. You can't promote a stream you don't stream onto. Oh, no, Faded. Give it, like, a big shake. You're not a nerd? Okay, you're not a nerd, you're just a weeb. That's why you like the moaning, yeah? Yeah? Understandable, Curtin. Have a nice day. Just listening to you read those titles is giving me a headache. Can't say fancy technology stuff and I get along well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're gonna put me asleep. But these ladders aren't for anything. The scaffold is set up in the shape of a cross. This handrail's made of metal. We already got that and we got that, okay. You're a weeb also? I'm not. Yay. This big opening is the door to the library. It's pretty impressive, almost looks like the door to a shrine or a church or something. There's another door after and then a passageway beyond that. At the end of the passageway is a door with that Neptune symbol. Right, so that's where we came from. Man, it's like 7 and I don't even exist. Okay. You want to learn how to moon, you know, so when I... So that when you... Yep, okay. Nice, Fraded. Your hand has survived. The Pythagorean theorem. This is a famous one. I hate it. What's down here? Oh, Dadkind, Liburniz, Sheldrake, and Owen. My stream isn't family friendly. No, not at all. I don't replace swear words with the word fudge or anything. No, not even slightly family friendly. Curtum. What's this origin of Japanese folklore? Looks like there are a bunch of books about Japanese culture. Okay, good. Folklore can cover a wide range of topics. Can cover all those things if you know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Okay. Not Japanese literature. Hey, there's another one of those picture books here. Something about these things feels kind of nice. Brings back good memories. I guess even people like 7 were kids once. There you go. Oh my god. Why does that, Why does that remind me of that Doctor Who episode? Are you my mummy? Mummy. You know that episode? Nerd. Shut up, Kurtum. I'd rather be a nerd than a weeb. Okay, I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Tales of Old Japan. It's got a magic wand on it. So what's inside? Am I not going to open it? Pretty sure it's just going to have pages inside. Whoa. Okay, this says... It says... Nerd, Johnny, nerd. Dang right I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, I'm proud of it. Looks like another pop-up book. This book has an S and an E with and a dash and a number 5 sticking out of it. I might be impressed if I was 5. I don't want to be a weeb, Yellow. I'm okay being a nerd. You can't force me to be a weeb. Weebs will one day rule the world, I'll tell you. I'm sure. I don't know the password for this. What is this? An iron plate is bolted down. I don't think it's a door, it's just a wall. There are 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright, though. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put it into one of those lights? But if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs. Ah, big rip. So maybe there's a puzzle here. You will kill all nerds. Kurtum, what have I done to you? What did I do? What did me and my nerd kind do to deserve death by the Weeb army? Wasn't that a German mathematician? Maybe it's... Dadkind is a German mathematician. But Yellow... Personal satisfaction and depression whenever I fail. Maybe it's a compilation of his work. Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary. Sheldrake. Sheldrake isn't Sheldrake. It says Sheldrake in the spine of the book. It's got the volume number written in the lower part of the spine. Well, that doesn't help. Nerds are the worst enemy of the waves. Why can't we just all be friends? This book is in German. It looks like it's a complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. So do any of these not do anything? They're just sort of here. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm looking at books. Yeah, you guys over here like anime boobs. And I'm just like, but guys, books! Okay, well, we already did that. Huh. 'Cause you don't know. Yeah, dang right you don't. Okay, so there's nothing on that shelf. We already got the thing from this shelf. There's nothing up there. Okay, no, I didn't mean to click on the gate. Okay, no, we already got the book from that. Here's another one. It looks like the picture book from earlier, the one with the pop-ups. You think they're part of a series or something. They do have the same binding. Hey, fundamentals of baseball. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it says. It's very blurry. You're looking books are look... God dang it, Yellow. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, so it's probably about baseball still. Whoa! Head. Okay. Your stream's 12 seconds behind. I mean, that's not too bad. It's not too great, but it's not too bad. This is a pop-up book. It's got the letters H, E, A, and D popping out of it. So we have head like says I'm fudging no idea. We've got 3 books. An overview of photochemistry. I think whoever sent this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it. Oh! And the light bulb! Being a nerd won't get you a girlfriend, but being a weeb can get you a 2D girlfriend. What if I find myself a fellow nerd girlfriend? Look at that. That's even better than the fake 2D one. I'll get back to you when I find one. It's been 22 years. I haven't had any luck yet. Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess boys like that stuff. No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This one's talking about... Okay. There was a light bulb here. There isn't anything now. What's that one called? It says Foundations of DNA and Genetic Engineering. That would be a lot more interesting if I wasn't freaking... I don't know. Not interested. Some other weird book name that I can't pronounce. Why do you guys think Ali and I are together? We're not. We're just bullying at this point. Let's continue. And thus, I have nothing else to say. I don't know. Ali is a good friend of mine who is on stream occasionally. And for some reason, everyone likes to ship us. And I'm not a fan. Aren't I with Pika? No. That's called bestiality. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name, it's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul Al-Hazred. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. No, Kurtum, no. This one says the golden rabbit and the moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about? Talking about the Judas tree that is said to grow on the moon according to Chinese legend. That's nice. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell is this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. Oh, that's cool. I want that book. We can't have it. The book's called Mind Swap, so change bodies with someone. Rather die than let Seven switch with me. What the hell, like it even one was... okay, guys. Okay, so none of these books here are important. Do you think we could hold hands so there aren't any handrails? I'll be fine. I can feel vibrations in the floor that tell me where I am. That's not what I meant. I'm so confused. There aren't any books that look suspicious. God dang it. Where is the last book? Oh, is it this one? Please tell me. The Theory of Evolution? Even I know this one. There's that Darwin guy. Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of Species. In it, he put forth this theory of evolution. He called it natural selection. I know all this, but that's not the thing I want. Guess the books on the shelf are about living creatures. Paleontology, Mother Nature. Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? What? I was just trying to make a joke. That was, yeah, a bad joke. Where is... one of these books? Do you see it? Is it that one? No. Like, one of these bookshelves is hiding an extra thing. There aren't any books that look suspicious. That's not that one. Human equilibrium theory, human anatomy, regeneration of internal organs, there's none of those. I swear I'm just checking the same bookshelves. Check the ones sticking out on orange. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. But they aren't counting. Is it one of these? No. Theories of the Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off somewhere? No, that's a species of evolution. The Cambrian period. Research suggests a variety of living organism increased. Yeah, exactly. Number of theories. Book's most likely collection of them. That's great. Introduction to geology. One of these, maybe. Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the title. Looks like the shelf's all science and technology. Oh, that's already... We already... The 7 guy is... I don't know what that means. He is what? Okay, what's this? An overview of conformal field theory. There's theory that posits an invariant quantum field where conformal transformation can take place. Knock it off with this science video stuff, you're trying to put me to sleep. I just want to find the right freaking bookshelf. What's this? Hellenism. I think it's something function of Greek and Oriental culture. Nice. Not relevant. History of the medieval period. Oh, crazy. Yeah, 7 is an interesting character. We'll say that. He's a very interesting character. I like all the characters in this game, honestly. They're all great. There's a lot of... They've been given so much love by, like, the story writers and everything. Whoa. Look, this one says cultural heritage of Rome, but that's going to be serious inheritance taxable. None of these books are what we're looking for. Nope. Look, this one's called Recreation of Lost Human Functions. You think they're talking about if you like lose part of your body, you could grow it back? I don't think so. Maybe they're talking about reconstructing abilities that humankind once possessed. In other words, I may be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. Here's a book that's perfect for you, 7. It's called Correlation of Muscle, Bone Density, and Bone Strength. You're just saying that because it says muscle. Maybe we gotta turn to Google, honestly. Unless it's down here on one of these shelves and I've missed it. Maths. Maths, number series. Yep, blah, 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 maths. It says Riemann hypothesis. This is a hypothesize, pretty straightforward. Blah, 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 blah. I'm literally just, like, clicking my way through. That's a weird book. Indian mathematics. That's funny. Why is it funny? Why is it funny? Goldbach's conjecture. What's it about? Like magic or psychic soft or something? I bet it's about jewelry. What is that girl listening to with the headphones? Good question. The battery would have died by now, maybe. Like, those are powerful headphones. Oh, I found it. I think it's that one. Modern Japanese... No, it's not. I was lied to. Huh. Why am I what, me? Why am I single? Or why is Faded single? Agriculture and historical organizations in folklore. Me? Why am I? Is that a legitimate question, or are you memeing right now? What? It's legit. Because I don't know. I don't think about why I'm single. I just am. Also as a meme. Okay, well, well, there's your serious answer and also your joking answer. I don't know. I just am. What's your reason, Curtin? Is it because I'm a nerd? It's absolutely because I'm a nerd. Yep, there it is. There's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. What, this shelf? Only 6 books. That seems kind of weird. It looks like there's something on the bottom. I can't really see it. The glass is all foggy. You're single because weeb. There's something I'm missing in here. I feel like we need to solve this. We need to solve the puzzle to do with this. To unlock, I'm guessing, this. 632415. You know, the kind of lock. Yeah, I know. It's like they just gave us the answer. May as well give it a shot. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Is it literally just 632145? Wait. Okay. 632415. It's 415. God dang it. Over here, I'm thinking, like, I need to solve a puzzle to be able to open this. No, this is literally what I had to do the whole time. I'll open this, and behind the astronomy books is going to be the last freaking light bulb I've been looking for this entire last 10 minutes. Who's Owen? No idea. It could be literally anyone. I don't know why, but I don't feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever, at least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open. You have Mixer tab open, so you're getting, like, infinite sparks. I have no idea what that means. Get the freaking light bulb. All 6 books seem to be pointing at the cylinder number lock. Yeah. Okay. Let's swap these 3 light bulbs out. Ah, gotcha. Is it Ninja? It's totally Ninja. He's the only one on Mixer anyway, right? I'm kidding, by the way. The light bulbs make a difference. It's really bright in here now. Which means I know exactly what we need to do. We need to grab these books. The small enclosure with 9 sides, there are 3 of these things that look like kind of music stands. Okay, how about we try putting those picture books on the stands? It's gonna spell out something in the middle, I'm calling it. There it is! Awesome, it looks like it worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Sheldrake 5.
Sheldrake 5?
That's the book. That's one of the books in the thing.
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
You found this random guy streaming on your recommended. Turns out he was born 15 minutes from your hometown. Oh, nice.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
No.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
Wait, did she? When? I don't remember this.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Oh my god, of course. He moved away? Rip. I mean, that will happen.
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things.
More important information, ladies and gentlemen.
The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
Exclamation mark FP.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You want to use the FP one. I think the FP one is correct. I should get rid of the points command. Oh, I'm a derp. Okay, so for you, they're both the same. For some people, they're different. So I just say that using FP instead of points is better. I need to see whether I can get rid of the points command, because that's not one I want to use. See, the points is using Streamlabs, but for all the Fudge Point stuff I do now, I use Stream Elements for that. So I need to disable the Streamlabs one. I just haven't gotten around to it.
You did? Why?
Well...
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Ooh, you getting serious?
Tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Yes, Snake. Tell us.
But not here. Let's
What?
move to the top floor.
Okay, but why?
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple.
I made a reference to that in the last stream because Snake, in a different timeline, Snake sacrificed his life. He got shot to try and save everyone else. And like the entire time I was like, Snake! 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 It was great.
Zero told me not to. I had little choice.
Hey, yellow. Don't tell anyone. Okay? Don't tell anyone. Shh! Don't tell anyone, Yellow. I'm rooting for you. Don't tell anyone.
He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Nerd Wave Grieving is you? Wait, what? What happened?
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say, there was something I...
When Snake died. Oh, come on. That's just a reference to the game, Curtin. Come on.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator.
Oh.
It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. That's why I couldn't tell anyone.
Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But Doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth.
Maybe she's listening to lo-fi music in there. Perhaps. Perhaps.
The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment.
Possibly not.
And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the four-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it.
The truth comes out. Santa was in Snake's group during the first experiment, and that's why he knows about the words of the four-leaf clover.
He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see.
The game's not even going to refresh our memory. It's just going to say, well, Clover said... That doesn't help.
A morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations.
This does,
one
though.
being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment.
That's basically what Clover told us.
She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
We already know this.
There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa
Nice.
Nijisaki,
Question mark.
Teruaki Kubota,
Question mark.
Kagachika Musashido.
Question mark. So we know Gentaro is Ace. That's about all we know.
Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
And that's Ace.
Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
Of course.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonori Project.
And we're playing the Nonori game now.
The
Now, I'm not
purpose
saying
of
there's
the
a link.
experiment was to
There's
research
definitely a
the
link.
prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Huh.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen?
You Pogchomp just earned Pogchomp Gamer Bits Pogchomp.
Pogchomp. Thank you, Faded, for the 10 gamer bits. Appreciated. Very much. Pogchomp. I love it. Thank you, Faded.
The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer.
You don't appreciate Pogchomp? But Faded, Pogchamp. You gotta love the Pogchamp.
That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
I don't even know how the bot came to the thought that is pronounced Pogchamp. Like, that's an A, not a U. But what are you doing? I could understand Pogchamp or Pogchamp. I mean, I guess it is Pogchamp, but I'm trying to like pronounce it not Pogchamp. I'm trying to pronounce it like Pogchamp. I don't know. No, I'm not helping. I'm making it worse.
But that's just a theory.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
Pogchimp.
That's right.
What about Pugchimp? It's a monkey and a dog. It's a Pugchimp. I'm sorry.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem.
Okay, 10,000 people have solved a problem. Unfunny. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not funny. I'm not gonna deny it.
The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical
But
mass
how can you
handstand.
say if 1 million people did a handstand, suddenly tomorrow you're gonna do a handstand more likely because the other people did it? Like, that doesn't make sense. But that's the theory this game is proposing, that there's some sort of like, not exactly a hive mind, but some sort of field thing that resembles the knowledge of a hive mind that you may or may not randomly grab bits of information from. I don't know.
Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event.
Handstand equals contagious? Now you viewers, you're all gonna have the urge to do a handstand, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen?
It's not that the actual yawning in itself is contagious. It's more so that the yawn is a signal of being tired. And so when someone yawns and you see them yawn, that sends a signal to your brain that says, hey, you need to yawn as well. So it's not that a yawning is actually like contagious, like a disease is transmitted through the air or whatever. It's more like your brain interprets that yawn as a reminder to yawn because you need to yawn. Doi, go freaking yawn. It's like late at night. It's 4 a.m. Faded. It's 4:52 Faded. Oh my god, it's almost 5 a.m. Faded. You need to yawn. Why moaning doesn't work the same? Cause that's weird.
If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well.
So if a nerd yawns, you yawn too, but you're still a weeb. Dang. But I'm not a weeb.
Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
No, it's fine, Kurtum.
I'm not done.
You only yawn when weebs yawn? Hey, Faded, hurry up and yawn for him.
Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person.
Oh, you're talking in the third person view of your... Don't you mean second person? If you're saying you're, that would be second person, right? Third person would be if you're saying Faded. I'm confused. Yellow, is that yawning? No, that says ayaya. That's not yawning.
This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand.
That's why you're not a nerd.
What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then?
Other people do handstands.
A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or
Okay,
the
so
transmitter
this
and the
is
receiver.
important. Now he's not talking about a bunch of people creating an event that will go into the morphogenetic field. Now he's talking about if there was a certain individual who had the power to more likely write information to the field, and then a different separate person who had the capability to read things from the field. This is important because it comes up multiple times throughout the whole series. And if I'm going to keep going with the series, these are the things that you might need to know. I don't know if I'm going to keep going yet, because I don't know how many people are actually interested in the game. It seems like not many, but I don't know. Just like, I don't know who that is, Faded.
What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the
the show-
transmitter can
okay.
control the receiver however they wish.
See, I'm not familiar with it.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, close enough at least.
Nerd?
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first.
It's from 2011. Okay, see, 2011 was a little bit too early in the internet age for me to really have a grasp of what memes and other big things were. God, when was 2011? That was year 8 for me. Holy shoot.
At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, of course I'm not going to know it because I'm not a weeb.
That was how the Nonary Project began.
So the Nonary Project began because they wanted to see if they could get people to control other people, because the writer would write to the field and the reader would take the information from the field, so they were hoping that the writer would be able to therefore control the reader, because what they write to it, the reader would take from it. Therefore, reading and writing, you're basically forcing them to read what you want them to read, because you write to it, and you know they're going to read that, so you'd control them. And that was the original goal of the Nonary Project. Oh my god, this thing is getting complicated, but I love it.
By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
You gotta act like you're asleep when your mum wakes up. Fair enough, Fade. Oh my god. Your monkey, even though it's a monkey smiley face, produced a smiley face from the bot. How did you choose to use a monkey instead of... Is that a Twitch setting? I have no idea how this works.
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is
Monkey
exactly
epic.
correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary Project.
People said it was with Turbo, but you don't have Turbo.
The hospital in a remote town
Yeah,
was
yeah,
affiliated
exactly.
with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access
He
the
knows
field.
Faded.
Of course, none of them volunteered.
What do you mean none of the children volunteered for your psychopathic experiment? What do you mean?
They were kidnapped.
Ah, of course.
There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
You saw it in your sayings, you're like, okay, monkey, and boom, fair enough. The monkey was born.
For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had one transmitter and one receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert.
Epic gamer glasses.
The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind?
No.
It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany.
I've never had an epiphany. This is why I struggle with the school. Good thing you're using your mum's Amazon Prime for your Twitch Prime. But Faded, you don't have Twitch... Oh, that's Turbo. No, but wait, Faded, you also don't have the Twitch Prime symbol. Unless you've just chosen not to display it.
The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger.
Oh no, what has he done? What did he add into these puzzles for these poor kids? There it is, I see it now, Faded. Okay, see, I wasn't sure. Oh no, you had it before, didn't you? You had it before and then you had the bit symbol. Oh, I'm just a fool, aren't I? I'm just an idiot.
He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the field.
Soupcan Harry, hello, how you doing? It is still not my birthday, but you tried. Hope you're doing well today.
The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly.
Pog Trump! Wait, I just said Trump, not Shrump. Oh no, now I've said Pog Trump and I'm never gonna live it down.
Every detail was exactly the same.
It's not my birthday every day, Curtum. I wish. You know how many presents I'd get? Man, it'd be great.
Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms.
Dang!
The answers.
I walked into that one. I walked into that one. You know what, Curtum? You know what, Curtum? Because I walked into it. Because I straight up walked into it.
If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders.
This is why you never play with the weeb. This is why I have no friends. Because everyone who gets even slightly close to me decides to bully me, and that's why I'm lonely. That's why I don't have a girlfriend, Curtum.
Do you
anyway,
know
so
why
this...
the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13.
Don't worry, we're in the same boat. Big rip.
NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with.
Sure thing, Faded. See you in a bit.
Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic and Building Q.
So basically what they're saying here is that the individuals in the Apollo were able to escape the danger they were in because the people at NASA had a replica and they were able to use that replica to help the people in the Apollo figure out how to escape the danger they were in. And so, they're talking about with the morphogenetic field experiment thing where you had the two test groups and they both had the exact same situation in front of them. One group was at the Gigantic and the sinking ship, threatened with life and death. And the other group was in Building Q, also in a replicated life and death situation. However, they weren't in any actual danger. They had the same puzzles they had to solve, so that way they could help out the people in the Gigantic. And if they didn't help, the people in the Gigantic would die. So that's the same situation that the game is getting at. How was that hot, Harry?
The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those
Oh
bony
yeah,
asses?
we're in the middle of solving a puzzle. I forgot about this.
Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here and soon.
By my estimations, you guys should all be dead. It's been over an hour.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
One more thing?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it?
Oh?
Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Yes, Soup Can Harry. 7 is in this same room. Vegetable Hulk.
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children.
This story just gradually got more boring. No, it's you just missed a bit. The story is great.
However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was...
Is this the same girl who died? Is this the sister's name?
Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
The girl who died was named Akane.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago? Then, who is June?
If Akane died 9 years ago, who is June? Is this story interesting now, Faded? Is it interesting enough for you?
No. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
A bit too cliche. Look.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right?
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask?
You really should have asked Junpei.
What's her last name?
I mean, here's the thing though, right? It would be cliche if June wasn't literally on the ship with them right now. If Akane/June died 9 years ago, how is Akane/June here at this point in time right here? In the present. And not 9 years ago, in the present.
I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Anyway, let's solve this puzzle. Sheldrake 5. That's this one here. Sheldrake, this is it. This is what the shadow picture was pointing to. But it didn't say 5 at the end of the shadow picture. Yes, I think we need to find the 5th volume. It's literally right there. Well, would you look at that? There's a big red button. Don't press it, guys. Don't press the big red button. I pressed it. What was that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we check out this top floor, and then... boom. 13, 14, 10, 13. 13, 14, 10, 13. What does that mean? There's a keyboard in front of the numbers, and... oh god. Skipped it, sorry. Roman numerals on the wall is going to be hints of some sort. 13, 14, 10, and 13. Those are all Roman numerals. Do you think we just need to put the numbers from the wall on the keyboard? No, you can't. The keyboard doesn't have number key. God! Dang it! It's got to be hexadecimal then. You can't type stuff in like 3 or 4. Then that means... well, I bet you got to type something on that keyboard. Grandma's cookies, excuse me? Let's see how this works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type in the letters and you can erase what you type with clear. Okay. 13, 14, 10, 13. So, the 13th letter in the alphabet is... wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, is M. 13, L, M, M, L, M, N, And then 10, is that what, I? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. It's J. That can't be right. Okay. So it's got to be hexadecimal then. 13 is... Oh god, okay, wait. 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D. 13, 14, A, B, C, D, E. Then 10 is A, and then D. It's dead. Why was the code word dead? Don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. You're such an old lady. We can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on, we've got to unlock. Let's go. Hurry up. Boring. It's a thick metal door. There's a handle in the middle of it. So turn it. Okay, I had to click on the actual handle. Can't get it open. Okay, so it's probably the wrong door. It's the other door. Of course I clicked the wrong door.
All right, this is the next.
Ugh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Yes,
Don't tell me we can't go back.
we can't.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
Are you telling me we're not finishing at this stream either? We're not finishing at this stream either. See ya, Soup Can Harry. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good time zone. And I'll see you later. I am... I can't believe this game has given us this much. I don't remember there being this much stuff.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
I'm so defeated by this game right now. I need to take a break from this game. Because it's decided to screw me over.
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
Looks that way.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like playing this game right now. My motivation to play this game just got absolutely destroyed midway through this stream. And I feel like playing something else. No Faded. Not only have we not won, there's this much left. That's basically the length of a freaking, like, half the game to begin with. Like, and I feel like just stopping and playing something else.
No way.
For real?
But then my question would be, what else do I play for the last hour that I'm streaming?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however, so it would be wise to start looking.
There will be a next stream, but I don't think it'll be for a while, Yellow. Like, my motivation just got thrown out the window and run over by a truck. I'd be down for some Minecraft. Just chill Minecraft, though. Nothing, like, extensive or anything. But I'd be down to play Minecraft instead, if people wanted to do that.
We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
No, I said nothing extensive. We're not killing the Wither. Exactly, we don't have the heads, and I do not feel like fudging killing the Wither tonight. I just want to chill. I just want to chill after having my motivation just run over by a truck. Like, I feel like I got hit by a truck. Straight up. Like, I am good. I'm good to save here and not come back for a few days. Get looting thing on the sword. You don't understand. You don't understand, Faded. You don't understand. I don't want to do the Wither now. I just want to chill. Just maybe do some mining and some building. Nothing too big. Nothing that's gonna cause a lot of work. I'm just gonna chill. So we're just gonna chill. You understand? See, I just like it'd be something I'd play at another time. But not now.